today's a big deal. Today's a big deal. Cause why? Cause why, Brittany? I'll tell you why. Today's stream is actually a sponsored stream, which is insane. Today's stream is going to be sponsored by Norvina Cosmetics and Anastasia Beverly Hills. They are a mom and daughter duo makeup goddesses, truly. They sent me loads of their makeup to do a full face of Norvina and Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics for you guys, and then feature this beautiful brand new palette that Norvina just put out. And I actually used this yesterday, but this is the palette that we'll be using today. It is gorgeous, filled with tons of neutrals, completely wearable, but also has pops of purple, which are my favorite eyeshadows to use, especially if I'm going to use a color. I love purple. Thank you again, Norvina and Anastasia Beverly Hills, for sponsoring today's stream. It's incredibly generous of them, and I'm really excited to showcase all their products. Of course, you can always check out the Norvina palette and get it for yourself, get it for your girlfriend, get it for your mom, get it for, you know, yourself. All the e-boys out there too. Makeup's for everyone. Did you guys know today is the first day of summer? So it seems very fitting that I teach you guys a hot girl summer look, because I am the ambassador of hot girl summer. Hot girl summer look, and she's wearing a long sleeve shirt in Nevada in summer. Okay, well, I actually had a dress, but I found that it was too much. It was too much in this area. So I think after like we do our makeup and we do everything, I'm gonna change. I'll show you guys the whole vibe, because I have the prettiest hot girl summer dress that's gonna go so well with this. We're gonna get started. I already primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. And then I set it with just a neutral eyeshadow. Some other things that came out with this Norvina collection, by the way, are these really rad eyelashes that they sent me. So we got like a really fluffy, long wispy pair, and then a super more dense wispy pair. And then we have some bottom lashes as well. And the great thing about all these products is that they're cruelty-free, vegan. They check all those boxes, which is super amazing. And then they also have a range of lip balms. They sent me the strawberry one. I believe they have a mango and a coconut one as well. I'm gonna start with the lip balm, just so that our lips are nice and moist. But this has tons of like vitamins and oils that are really gonna help nourish your lips as well. Also, that smells amazing. Step 1, moisturize the lips, because we gotta always have kissable lips. Can't have a hot girl summer without kissable lips. So for today's look, again, total baddie, Instagram baddie, hot girl summer vibes. We're gonna do a really smoked out purple wing liner. And we're gonna start off with the color A4, which is at the top right. Boop, boop, boop. It's gonna be our transition shade. And we're just going to wash that into the crease. So for this, like, I don't even, like, I could close my eyes and do this because it literally doesn't matter. You just wanna wash a color to help transition all the other colors that we're gonna lay down. I'm gonna take my headset off. And on the other side. Also, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush in A10. It's just like a basic fluffy brush to kind of get the color. Perfect wash of color. And then I'm gonna take an even fluffier brush, and I'm gonna take E4, which is this warmer brown at the bottom. Right there, E4. And we're gonna place that right above the purple color that we just placed, just to kind of warm it up a little bit. I have really big, or not big, but I have really hooded eyes. So doing like a fancy cut crease doesn't really work out for me. I could do all that work and like carve it out and make it look really nice. But once I open my eyes, all that work is just gonna be lost. So I don't like to do like cut creases or anything super extravagant. But what I do like to do is when I do like a nice like big shadow wing or something extravagant like that, I always do it with my eyes open, and like I look directly at the mirror or the camera, and I just place it when my eyes are already open. Because when I do it closed and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it right here, and then when I open my eyes, all that work has just disappeared. So we're not about that life, okay? Hot girl summer, we don't have time to carve out things and make things super precise. We just want to look good and super fast. With that being said, I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush, and I'm going to start mapping out the shape that we want. I'm going to take the shade C3, which is that purple right there. Beautiful shade. And I'm just gonna dab as with my eyes open. And I'm just going to dab on the outer corners and make that wing shape that we're gonna have. See how that's like a nice little shadow wing? Perfect. And this is haphazardly. We don't have to be precise here. I'm just trying to map out where I want the color. And we're gonna add more colors on top of this. And then I'm gonna fill the color into the crease. And then I'm gonna stop right at the halfway part. So we're not gonna add any purple on the inside because that's gonna make our eye like really closed off. And that's not the look that we want. We want nice, smoky, big eyes. So if you have hooded eyes like me, do you see how that like creates that natural like lifted look? It's because I do it with my eyes open. And if you like close your eyes and try to do it, it's not gonna work out as well. So just keep your eyes open. I know it seems scary sometimes, but it's really gonna help you. I'm gonna go back to that color and just kind of deepen up that purple. The same C3 color that we were using. This is basically the shape that I want. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now I wanna say a little prayer. My whole philosophy on wings matching is they just never do, and I'm okay with that. And that's just the story of my life. Okay, I'm not a perfectionist in this part of my life because we don't have time for that. We just hope for the best. Okay, trust the process. But again, we're gonna keep the eye open, pat the color in, and then just create the shape that we want. Okay, and then again, fill in the color into the crease, making sure to stop at that halfway mark. Perfect. Do you see the look coming together? We're gonna take the same brush. We're gonna take a shade that's darker than the C3, which is D4. We're gonna take that D4, which is more of a deeper purple than that neon color. And we're gonna go right into the corner, like the outer V, just to deepen that color because we want it really smoky. All right, perfect. I'm gonna take a shadow brush. I'm gonna take it into the C5 and E5. I'm gonna mix these two dark shades together. Oops, this one and this one to really intensify the purple look that we got going on. I'm gonna start right at the lash line and fluff it out. Alrighty. You see it coming together? It's coming together. Alright, I'm gonna take an angled brush and that E5 shade, which is the darkest one in the corner. E5. This is where we're gonna do a nice shadow liner. So I'm just gonna follow my lash line and then follow the same shape that we literally just made. See? So because I have hooded eyes, I connect my wing to my crease to give it that more like cat eye effect. Everything always just depends on your eye shape. This technique might not work for you. So you just kind of have to look at your eye shape and figure out what's going to work best for you. Same thing on the other side. Okay, now we're gonna do a fun part, which is the glitters. I'm thinking C4 into E3 into D3. I'm gonna take their shadow brush, the Anastasia Beverly Hills in A13. I'm gonna take their setting spray. This is their dewy set. And I'm going to take E3 on the brush and then I'm gonna wet it with the setting spray. All right, are we ready for this moment right now? I'm gonna place it right in the middle of the lid. Oh, beesh. Look at that color. Okay, same thing on the other side. Perfect. And then we're gonna flip over the brush because we have the purple on this side. Now we're gonna flip it over to the clean side. And we're gonna take that C4 color. So pretty. And then again, spray. And we're gonna place that on the inner part of the eye. And this just kind of foils the eyeshadows together. I'm gonna take D3, which is like a sparkly purple, and I'm going to put that on the edge of E3 just to marry those smoky colors because we want it to blend seamlessly. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna take their setting spray, just to prep my skin because I want it to not be super wet when we apply foundation, but we're getting there. So I'm just gonna start with that. Kind of let that set in the skin before we get started. Because now we're on to our last step for the eyes. Or not the last step, but second to last step. I'm going to take that brown shade, or that dark purple shade, the E5 again, and I'm going to line my eyes with it. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We'll do some under eye shadow as well, but I'd like to do the foundation before we do that. I'm going to take just a black eyeshadow real quick. And just intensify my my tight line. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. I love this so much. It's turning so good. All right, so we're gonna do the face next. I'm just gonna take 2 concealers, and then this is their luminous foundation, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in the shade 260N. So I'm just gonna take 2 concealer shades right underneath, and then a darker concealer shade on the outer parts of my eye. And then they have a foundation brush. I'm gonna use their A30, and then I'm gonna take, let's start with 1 squirt of foundation, see how that goes. I think that'll be good for the rest of the face. And then I just mix those shades together. And then I always like to use a foundation brush versus like a sponge. I used to be really into sponges. But then when I got older, I don't know, there's just something about a foundation brush that gives me so much control. It's amazing what foundation does. Do you see the difference? Like, look how like red and how many like freckles I have. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do another pump for the other side. I'm gonna do half a pump actually. I'm gonna take another half and kind of blend it down my neck. Also, I'm going to take their setting spray again because we just laid down the foundation. Now we're going to set everything. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I'm going to take this little fluffier brush, the Anastasia Beverly Hills A23. I'm going to take what's in the lid, kind of tap into there, and then just set right underneath. I just like to set under my eyes because I like the rest of the face to look dewy. But underneath my eyes, I need them to be set so nothing goes all crazy. I'm going to take the Italian Summer palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Comes with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. I'm going to take the bronzer and just pat that in just on the outer part of the face. And then this is the A19 brush as well. I'm going to take that same color and then just drag it right underneath the jaw. Hot Girl Summer has to have a nice jawline, and then just blend it down so it's not so harsh. But we want to accentuate the jaw. And then same brush, I'm going to take the blush in the same palette and then just pat that in. I'll use the highlight as well. I'm not a big highlight person, but we'll just do a little bit on the top of the cheeks just to add some sheen. All right, let's do the brows. We're gonna use, this is like what I feel like Anastasia was like most like known for and like famous for, was the Brow Wiz. I have 2 shades. I have soft brown and medium brown. I'm gonna take soft brown first and fill out the inner part, and then I'll take the darker brown and put it out on the outer part. Okay, so we're gonna fill in the inner part of the brow with the soft brown. And I just like to do like just soft strokes on the inner part because I don't like harsh lines. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. It's so hard to talk and do your brows at the same time. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but it's like literally impossible. Like I'm holding my breath the entire time. I'm gonna take this spoolie that comes on the other side and brush that up. Then let's take the darker brown, which is medium brown. And I'm just gonna fill out the tail part with the darker brown. And then take the spoolie and then just brush that through. Just like that. I'm gonna take their mascara. Okay, this is, so I've never tried this. This packaging is so heavy. Like look how like luxurious, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks so luxurious and it's so heavy. I'm like, damn. But I'm gonna do mascara on the top and the bottom. Look at this wand. This is crazy. Now, the world did not grace me with amazing lashes, but it's okay because Norvina's got your back with these fake eyelashes. And I always wear fake eyelashes anyways, so... Oh, actually, I'm not going to put mascara on the bottom yet because we're going to put eyeshadow down there. Beautiful. Let's take the smudgy brush. Let's take the Norvina palette again. And then, I don't think I mentioned this, but this is the Pro Pigment Palette Volume 5. Let's take A4, the transition color that we used, and then just drag that right underneath the lash line. And then let's take A5, which is right next to it, and then just deepen out that color. And then let's take D5, which is this shade right here, to bring that purple in. So that it all marries together. Look how beautiful this is, by the way. Like, this is great to travel with. Like, it's super, super thin. Hard case. I just love that it's so thin. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Okay. Boom. Smoked out. I'm just going to take a bottom lash mascara and do my bottom lashes. I'm going to put more blush. Told you, I'm a blush girl. What's next? Ooh, eyelashes. What eyelashes should we do? Kind of want to do both. What if we stack these? Would that be crazy? These ones are really, really fluffy and super wispy. So I think we're gonna try these ones. All right, these are what they look like. Super fluffy. Like, look how wispy those are. Oh my God, I'm excited. We might not even have to stack them. You have to be super gentle with these because this is an invisible lash line. So it's gonna provide a more like natural fit. Take lash glue. These are so pretty. I'm just gonna cut a little bit on the outer corner and then apply some glue. I'm just gonna shape these a little bit as the glue's getting tacky. You see how that just like elevates the look? Like, this is like, ooh, graduated. This one's like just starting out. It makes the look so much better. And the great thing about these is that these are also cruelty free as well. And super, super easy to put on. I have like long as hell nails and I did that in like 2 seconds. Beautiful. I take that mascara and just put it right at the base of the lashes so it just kind of blends all together. Perfect. Let's do some final touches. Let's do another round of setting spray. I want to take this shiny B1 shade and then wet it with the setting spray. I want to put that in the inner part. Like that. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to take that fluffy brush that we used earlier and then kind of just reinforce the color that we created. Beautiful. Okay. Last steps is the lips. I'm gonna line my lips real quick. Perfect. And then take, they sent me, yeah, they did. They sent me this beautiful lipstick color. This is the shade Tease. Oh, perfect. We love a good tease. And I'm gonna take their lip gloss. This is their crystal lip gloss in glass to just kind of finish it all together. Ta-da! And then one last round of setting spray. Hot Girl Summer. I think it looks so good. What do you guys think? I want to change into my Hot Girl Summer look and then we'll show off the whole vibe. Look at this Hot Girl Summer. Your girl cleans up nicely. Bruh, I am ready for the best brunch or like Vegas buffet. You see how the purple like complements really nicely? Oh my God. I feel like a whole ass snack. or maybe of like a 4-course dinner, 4-course brunch, even, if you will. But thank you again to Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and Norvina Cosmetics for sponsoring today's stream. Please go check out the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 5. Absolutely amazing, cruelty-free, vegan, checks all the boxes, beautiful palette, so pigmented, so creamy. You got mattes, you got shiny metallics, purples, neutrals, literally everything you need for that hot girl summer look. Thank you again, Norvina, and everyone on the Norvina team for sponsoring today's video. Super appreciate it. And I hope you guys liked everything. Again, thank you, Norvina Cosmetics. I super appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next stream. I love you, little faces.